today on the heart chakra, and with that, we are going to close our mind to any kind of chatter and outside distractions by coming fully into our body's presence and focusing on our hearts, while we are at the same time calling in the divine light of brilliance, white shimmering, magnetic, and sparkling diamond light, shimmering in the myriads of faceted brilliance and hues of rainbow translucent frequencies. As the diamond light flows into the top of our heads, into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, diamond light, shimmering and glistening, flows into our shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, along the spine and our structure of muscles in the back, into the heart and chest, opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. Now we're focusing the divine light of diamond, shimmering in so many sparkling colors of the rainbow, translucent and shimmering, to activate the crown chakra, filter to have as many information come into our bodies as we can hold, as the crown chakra is spinning in perfect alignment. Next, the third eye chakra. And out of the flowing light shades of the rainbow light included in the white shimmering crystalline diamond light, the third eye takes exactly the nourishment it needs to vibrate in alignment and expand. Further down comes the throat chakra, as we're bringing in more of the blues for that throat chakra to glow and to expand and to grow. Expanding our reach of voice easily and naturally. Self-expression becomes easily with the expenditure of the throat chakra today. And then the heart, with its green and pink frequencies, spinning and expanding easily and naturally, taking from this nurturing white shimmering light exactly those rays which support the heart in its alignment. And then further, it goes down to the solar plexus, bringing in their golden yellow frequencies of a little sun, connecting us to all there is. The sun's connection in divine order with our three-dimensional existence here in time and space, anchoring us to our reality easily and naturally, as we are letting our solar plexus glow like a sun. It sends radiance out through the network of our existence. And then the second chakra brings out and draws out of the white, sparkling diamond light the tones of orange, which will bring us and aid us in creativity and joy, creating new ideas, bearing new fruit in the womb of our second chakra, in this cave energy where new ideas brew until they can be born out into the world. And then down in the back, the first chakra, the root chakra, in a beautiful crimson red, derived from the divine diamond light, pure and bright, anchoring us beautifully to Mother Earth as the red now flows into the heart chakra of Mother Earth, connecting us with the magma of Mother Earth, its own reddish glow of molten rock, molten earth element, fluid to create something new, which will give us energy to do what we need to do to create in our own lives. Here today and tomorrow and any day, when we connect with our root to the earth energies and a molten lava or magma in the earth's core. And now the energy overflows from the heart and myriad diamond sparkles, enlivening our energy field in our aura, strengthening our field of electromagnetic radiance, expanding with every single breath our crystalline essence of light into the room, expanding our aura into the room, expanding our aura easily and naturally into our house or apartment, and expanding it easily into the town we are living in. While we are sweeping the energies around us, transmuting and transforming that which is dense, that which is aggressive in an unduly form, that which is denser in an unruly form, that which is not well-meaning, and transmuting and transforming and purifying it with these translucent crystalline white sparkling light, which also encompasses the rainbow shimmering translucent colors of the divine radiance. And while we are in this expanded form, still sweeping energetic densities away from our extended environment, we are joining hands with the little ones, the little elemental helpers in our home or garden or surrounding areas, which help us cleanse and clear the environment as they have a natural understanding of shifting energies to a higher order, while they're doing it with a sense of humor, reminding us not to think too easily and too focused and too desperate and focusing on the negative parts while we are cleansing and clearing, but doing it with a light-hearted sweep of our energies. Light-hearted and uplifted is the focal point here, sweeping the denser energies away like crumbs of a table, like dust of our shoes, like splattered dirt from our face after somebody stomped into a rain puddle. Just with ease and grace, cleansing and clearing our environment. And as we are feeling now in our hands, the little hands from the tiny spirit beings, we are bringing in the radiant pink light, sparkling with many silver dust motes of awareness of God's light. Pink with sparkling light, with conscious awareness embedded in those sparkles. This pink light comes from the source of source, from the beginning of the beginnings. in a heart-opening way. This pink light flows into the top of our heads, into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide. And while it is flowing into the heart and chest, a tiny little flower emerges. See and check what the bud of this flower is. What kind of flower do you hold in your heart? Is it a rose, or is it a lotus, or is it a tulip, or is it a sunflower? What kind of flower do you see in your heart? And with every single breath, you are breathing the pink in, the flower grows in your heart. And it takes over your heart, and it gets bigger than your heart. And as you're breathing into your heart and the flower grows, your heart center grows with it. The wheel of your heart chakra spins tremendously. And with every single breath, it expands to the outer rim of your aura. As you have an energetic spinning disc in your heart, which is going beyond your heart. And as it is spinning faster and faster and becoming wider, little sparkles flow out of your heart into your environment, easily like dust motes settling onto things which might bother you in your environment too. Maybe a neighbor, maybe somebody in the city you do not like, maybe a friend which is not cooperative. Whatever it might be, maybe a circumstance, this little sparks out of your heart is settling onto the situation, on that person. And you might think or say, I love you anyhow. So that you go beyond any kind of conflict which might bother your heart or make your heart heavy. And let these little sparks from your heart wheel touch these things, people, and situations which come to your mind, where you love them beyond their deserving. And you say in your mind's eye, I love you anyway. Which goes in a full heart center resource. We are loved anyway, beyond deserving, just because we are in existence. Source's love is limitless. We are always connected to that source of love, here represented with a stream of pink and sparkles. But other colors or frequencies might join in with that flow. As your aura naturally expands right now, and the sparks are now flying further and wider, and they're finding their targets of your restless heart easily and naturally. Maybe they're settling in the heart of a greedy tyrant, who plans on invasion of other countries and putting thousands of people into misery. We are focusing naturally on such people as our heart spark of love reaches beyond the steel trap of their outer armor of logic, armor of greed, whatever it might be, armor of religious righteousness. The heart spark of our tremendous expanded wheel. The sparkles and sparks fly in all directions. Towards low-frequency beings which seek harm. Beings like the Antichrist. Beings like fallen angels. Beings who are against that humans have free will. Beings who want to enslave the human spirit, whatever it might be. Love is what holds the universe ultimately together in reality. It's the building block of all there is. As we are sending love to those non-well-meaning entities and beings, we are flying above the pettiness of this world. As we are in this world, but not of this world. And with that saying that we are in this world, but not of this world, our energy accelerates tremendously. And the Merkaba, this energy grid of our light body, is activating itself through tremendous pleasure of our whole existence, as we are the light of Source expanded now on earth at this moment in time. Out of the heart chakra spin unfolds the Merkaba with its sacred geometry around us, expands our light body to absolute magnificence, expanding around Mother Earth, building a grid beyond measure of light, embracing Mother Earth in our embrace to transmute and transform any misdeeds planned or created or done at this moment in time and space. And the light will vibrate stronger as you engulf the earth and all its inhabitants with your light body. You might see pulsating vibration of different frequencies of light and color pulsate through you. There might be blues and greens and purple and pinks and magentas, whatever it is, just to be the observer of this pulsating, glorious energy body. And in the middle of this expansion, dance and float other beings, which bring us additional energy through their joy of existence. And with that joy of existence, we are calling in other beings of joy to settle in our energy field, to multiply our energy body, embracing Mother Earth, accelerating her frequencies, and balancing out dark and dense intentions on this planet. So making room for peace and calmness and harmonious energies instead of disharmony and dis-ease. And with that, I'm seeing people who are inflicted with the new monkeypox variation, as this is the boiling over from the inside out and is soothing and calm, a light blue, seeks out like an aquamarine blue, seeks out all these people on this planet who are inflicted with this monkeypox virus. And as the virus looks like black little things in people's bodies, black frequency will sniff that out. So one energy counteracts the other, black into oblivion. As a swarm of black consciousness eats up the black viruses, creating those pox. And then glistening silver sparkling frequencies sweeps away the leftovers of these viruses, while the blisters go down and the flesh and the skin of those inflicted go back to a natural, healthy state. Rough skin is smooth, blistered skin looks normal. And this light blue swoops over the afflicted people and washes away that which is not conducive to their well-being, whether it's karma indicated or just the free will to suffering. We are allowed to say stop for the sake of humanity, to stop this virus in its tracks. And for that further, we are calling in the Tanzanite ray of light to transmute and transform satanic energies and negative intentions, to transmute and transform and stop in its first beginnings any infliction which has to do with further spread of those pox. Cleansing and clearing the planet of another diseasement. And our energy body, as it was distracted now by finding out all these inflicted people of the monkeypox, gets strengthened again by the divine flow from oneness, not focusing on the negative intent of the people who released the variant of those pox, but focusing on the divine oneness and healing and light everlasting, permeating love, emanating from our heart. We love those which need to be pitied for their ill intent, as they are part of existence and part of creation. In the same way, we're letting light rain now sparkle upon those who have cancer on the body of Mother Earth. And as we embrace Mother Earth again, every single one on the planet who has cancer, who is even not on our list, gets soothed and strengthened and loved and reaffirmed that healing is possible, that health is possible, that one can go from diseasement to easement while the energy of pure white light flows through every single person afflicted of cancer, purifying and detoxing the emotional states of every single person on this planet who is cancer afflicted. No exceptions. Not just the ones on our list, but everyone who has that diseasement is allowed to receive if they can let it in this tremendous embrace of love coming from the divine, showered with grace upon this planet. As our energy expands one more time, and you might feel now an air of coolness or a warm hand on your back or any kind of touch from divine beings to support your energy field while you are the channel of light force flowing through you in tremendous ways. And the light being you once were in a higher dimension merge with you to extend your energy flow, to merge with the grid of the Merkaba, the light body around you, strengthening that and opening that Merkaba body and the flower within you, which sponsors that light form. And as the Merkaba spins higher and gets more pulsating, but also stabilizing around Earth, and as our circle members grids link around the Earth grid, all emotional distressed people are now receiving light of transformation. Purples and greens and blues and reds and oranges and yellows seek out those counter indicators for the distress, so that these counter indicators of distress can be nurtured and override the emotional distress. That each person in emotional distress can be supported and nourished through the grid of existence. Every single emotional distressed person has now a chance to plug in to the grid of the divine. The plug in to the divine grid happens with the back solar plexus and back second chakra, so that our spine gets strengthened to stand tall, And our second chakra sponsors creative solution for our predicaments. That we see the light at the end of the tunnel and feel our way out of any kind of complication. Sensing and navigating the path. And sometimes our heart becomes lighter out of nowhere, like the wings of a butterfly carried to the solution at hand, so that emotional lightheartedness is possible. Now our Merkaba grid focuses on encompassing all people with serious diseasements. Energy strings and strands from the divine flow and plug into all people who have Parkinson's or MS or Huntington disease or anything of that magnitude, to shrink that symptom book of such diseasement into way more ease and grace right now, shrinking the symptoms and shrinking the root causes of those diseases. And as our energy field here in the circle multiplies, we are seeing now the core of Mother Earth as if she would burst into a supernova. Her energy field accelerates as we see her in her energy structure, reaching out now onto all beings on her surface which are in distress. Animals, humans, plant life. This supernova energy core in Mother Earth radiates out to burn off energies of diseasements, while we on the outside hold the energy in and contain it and focus it, so that Mother Earth does not explode into nothingness or truly becomes a supernova. But just her energy field multiplies, contained around her, to burn off low frequencies, vibrations in diseased humans, plant lives, and animals. Energy lines, ley lines, which have been disruptive through mining and other exploitations, repair themselves to have her and create a wholesome morphogeneric grid of energy, restoring harmony as the light force reconnects broken ends of energy lines. Energy can now flow freely into the old Mother Earth's field of sacred geometry, holding her together in reality, while she helps to transcend the stressors on the planet, on her surface. There is so much light that when we are coming out of this healing, you might have to look into the mirror and you might see your irises or pupils either totally dilated or totally like a pinprick shrink to almost nothing. You will have a reaction to the light you are seeing and feeling and experiencing within this circle. As you're pulsating with the unfolded Merkaba body, your light body, you're also getting showered by the divine grace with light that nothing can rattle you out of your inner core harmony, that you will be consciously aware for the next few weeks and months, unwaveringly connected to the divine strings and strands, reminding you every single moment of who you really are, eternal soul having a participation in the theater play of life as a human. Your eternal soul, always connected with strings and strands, and your Merkaba body to the divine existence. Your human body protected, no matter where you go and what you do. Now we're calling in further members from our healing list. We are focusing our attention on all the mothers with newborns which are sick, or mothers which had a rough birth, or expecting mothers which have difficulties. As we are sending them now the rainbow light with all these pastel colors of frequencies, nurturing the mother and children. And as in time and space, we can already send out that nurturing light to the children we will have, or the mothers which will have difficulties in the future, or the mothers who had difficulties in the past. We might have been at one time, no matter which way, in time and space, in both directions, into the past and into the future. This rainbow translucent light flows into all distressed mothers and all distressed children, all distressed babies in the womb, to find ease and grace and light of the highest order, protecting them, keeping them safe to the best of what their reality allows. Next are helped all people with other inflictions of various forms, from emotional problems with transgender fluidity or polarity reversal, Lyme disease, general fatigue, old age-related disease, alcoholism, mixed symptoms of many kinds, accidents, or even bound to this reality while being in a coma and not being able to move forward. We are now bringing in the starry skies of the cosmic energies, inviting in the remembrance of what we once were, to strengthen each and every one of those afflicted beings in their transition to the next level of what it might mean in time and space for those souls. It seems like a gateway opens to the cosmos, the universes, the galaxies, the higher dimensions. Whatever you might see in your mind's eye, that's what we are working right now. And call in to support for those individuals on this planet within this stress. Some of the energies which we're calling in can seem quite intense, almost harsh, to shake people into a sense of awareness, to move to higher grounds, awakening them out of a deep slumber into alertness and awareness. So don't feel distressed when you're having intense energies flow through your body, as these frequencies are counteracting other people's dis-easement. And your body, as a channel, keeps unafflicted by these particular frequencies, as your body keeps in harmony and the Merkaba keeps stable. Your star grid around you keeps stable and glowing. As we are now one more time embracing Mother Earth with our grid of light, accelerating the vibration on Mother Earth one more time. Underlining all love stories of people kissing and hugging and truly loving one another, underlining and accelerating and expanding on these energies on the planet. And then we're bringing our Merkaba back, unfolding our wings, so to speak, into our heart. And in bringing the bloom, the flower of our heart, back together to a manageable size of the heart chakra wheel. We are placing our hands on our heart and feel the pulse of the universe pulsating in our heart as we are in oneness with the pulse of existence. We are coming and bringing our expanded energy field back to a more normal rate around our body, our electromagnetic field, to a normal rate, condensing it back in around us, to it being a good energy shield for us, to keep our personal space safe, our innermost tender energy sphere safe, And as we have the hand on our heart, we feel how healing energy flows from the universal oneness into any aspect of our wounded heart. Energy strands and strings flow into the past and into the future to heal our heart before it even gets damaged. To feel connected with the eternal flame of oneness in our heart. The flame of a pure heart in all circumstances, shining strong in the darkness, like a lantern in the deepest of night. With that, we are bringing in our awareness to the day-to-day consciousness, and whenever comfortable, opening our eyes.